Today, let's walk through how you can sew your own chair cushion. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are using this chair and we are going to be sewing a chair cushion. So I recently got a table and chairs. I would love to make some cute chair cushions for these. So I have some fabric and we're going to go ahead and get started. The first step is you want to measure the main portion of the chair we're making this cushion for. Mine is actually like in a trapezoid shape where it is smaller in the back and then gets bigger. The cat decided to help us with this as well. So as you can see, I'm just going to go through and mark those dimensions on my fabric here so I know what I need to cut out. You will need two pieces of fabric, so a front and the back for each cushion. So however many cushions you want to make, you would want to go through that. Now, as we go through it, I would also recommend, how I'm going to be making two cushions, but if you have even more chairs, it's basically about a half yard to 3/4 of a yard of fabric per cushion is what I found. So you can see here that I have a front and a back, and then I also need to cut out little ties. So I'm going to be using these to tie them onto the chair itself. These are around an inch by 24 inches long. I have four of them because I'm making two cushions, but you basically just need two per cushion that you are making. So now that we have all of our supplies, we can go ahead and get started. So the first is I'm going to be working on these little ties. I'm going to be making these into like bias tape essentially. So folding in the end, pressing that out, and then folding this in half, and then folding in those edges on themselves so that there's no raw edges and I just get this really clean and neat strip. I did find that because this is so narrow, if you are a beginner, I'd highly recommend making instead of an inch wide for that fabric strip, doing about an inch and a half or 2 inches. But this did work on my machine. It sometimes just get a little bit stuck when it got started, so I would add this little ruler behind it just to help level out the presser foot. But as you can see, I'm just going to go through and take one seam directly down to hold all of this in place so that I get this really nice and complete tie that I'm able to use on my chair. And then I will repeat that for the second tie for each cushion. So now it's time for us to actually work on the cushions itself. I have those ties complete, so I'm just going to set them aside for a second. And now with right sides together, I'm just going to be matching the main portion of the fabric and then pinning this all the way around, but I'm going to leave one side open. So I'm just using my quilting clips going through, clipping all of this together. Now on this open edge, I'm going to take one of my ties and I am folding this in half so it is directly in half. And I have the edge that has like the two edges, and then I have that folded edge. Now what I'm going to do is match that folded edge with the corner of my cushion and then push the ties into the cushion itself. And then I'm just going to pin this up. So basically that folded edge of the tie is in the corner, and repeat this for the second one. And then push those ties also into the center of the cushion. So what we've done is basically just pin the ties in place right now. And then I'm just going to take a seam all the way around, but leaving about like a 6-inch gap so it's easier to turn. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now, just start sewing this up. I did around a 1/2-inch seam allowance, but you could definitely make that bigger or smaller depending on your needs. And then I'm just going to start sewing, being sure to backstitch at the beginning and end. When I get down to the corner, I'm being sure to pivot, also being sure I am sewing through those ties just to hold them in place, and then just continue on my way. So now I'm going to trim any extra fabric that may come up, and then I can turn this right side out through that opening that we left. So really easy so far. Just now I'm going to turn this exactly right side out, and then I will press all of this to give it just a really nice and clean look. And then you should be able to also see your ties when you turn this right side out. They should be at the bottom. So this is what they look like. You can see that they were attached. Everything looks good. So now I'm going to fold my cushion in half. So you can see I'm just folding this in half and then making like a little like crease with my fingernail, then folding it in half again and determining where the center is. So I'm holding on to the center right now. I'm going to reopen this back up. And then I'm just going to make a little mark with chalk where that center spot is, and I drew a little X. I'm just going to sew over top of that so that it helps give our cushion a little dimension. It's not just like super big, but it gives it something where if you've seen cushions in the store, normally they have these in them just to kind of make it a little bit more comfortable when you sit on it. Once I have this done, our cushion is now ready to be stuffed. So I'm going to just trim off any little threads that there may be, and then I'm going to start through the opening stuffing this. I'm using polyfill. I had this 20-ounce bag. I found that one bag did one cushion and then I had a little bit of stuffing left over. So if you have multiple cushions, you will probably need multiple bags. And then as you're going through with the stuffing, be sure you really like pull it apart. If you are using polyfill, it will give you a really nice and fluffy product. And then I'm just gonna stuff this all the way around. I didn't overstuff, so you can see it looks nice and like filled, but it definitely isn't overfilled because we do need to sew up this edge, and I'm going to be hand sewing that. So you wanna be sure that it's something that you are able to grab, that you are able to sew closed. Now to hand sew this up, I'm just using my needle and thread, and I'm just going to go through and just take a little ladder stitch all the way through so that you can't really see it, so almost like an invisible stitch. Just very carefully going through and taking my time. And at this point, our cushion is complete. So here is what it looks like. I love how easy these were and they turned out so nice. So the cat, as you can see, she's still here. It fits perfectly on my chair though. The ties look so clean in the back. And then if I just turn this around for you, you can see what it looks like from the back angle too. This is such a fun and simple project, and you can make these for really any season. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.